Good evening to the panel of Board of Judges.
Baka may gusto kang sabihin sa iyong mga Facebook fans or viewers, supporters all over the world.
All over the world, wow. To my Facebook fans and Facebook supporters, hi. And to my Facebook bashers, manginig kayo dyan. Eme.
Are you ready for your question?
I think I have no choice.
Yes, of course. Okay, so dahil modern tayo ngayon, we'll be having the modern roleta. So mag-spin lang siya and when you say stop, mag-stop na siya, okay?
Sure.
So let us have our question. Go.
Stop.
Your question is, corruption remains a pressing issue. As a role model, how will you inspire the youth to actively participate in the fight against corruption and promote transparency? I repeat, corruption remains a pressing issue. As a role model, how will you inspire the youth to actively participate in the fight against corruption and promote transparency?
Wow, what a pressing issue and a pressing question that was given to me, especially that we are talking about a relevant topic, which is corruption. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, saddening to say, but the country Philippines is very rich when it comes to natural resources. It's very rich when it comes to culture. So we cannot say that the country is poor. But saddening now that we have a lot of poor individuals and people suffering poverty simply because of this thing, corruption. And as of now, there are a lot of youth who are actually losing their hope, losing their passion to actually fight against this simply because it is very rampant. And they say that we cannot stop them. But as an educator and as a youth, I will use my voice to educate the children that we need to continue fighting for corruption and promoting transparency, especially when it comes to the government. The number one thing that the government must do is to actually be transparent towards its people, because only through transparency we can stop corruption. And if they keep on actually putting the budget into something that is very confidential, and I think we need to voice out things. We need to stop this and we need to voice out, because at the end of the day, we are the one who put them there. The power still relies on us. We should not be afraid of them, but instead, they should be afraid of us, because it is us who vote for them. It is us who actually put them on the seat, so they need to serve us. Because at the end of the day, we cannot deny the fact that at the end of the day, the government and its people, and the people is the government. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much. Wow. What a start for the preliminary question and answer. Thank you very much, Queen number one. You may go back to the backstage and prepare for your swimsuit. Where? Okay. So we shall have our Queen number two. Hi. Good evening, Queen number two.
Good evening everyone.
Alright, so wag na natin patagalin pa. Marami pa tayong segments. So here's your question.
Stop.
Question number 14. Indigenous communities often face challenges in preserving their culture. How would you support the preservation of the indigenous heritage and promote cultural diversity in the Philippines? I repeat, indigenous communities often face challenges in preserving their culture. How would you support the preservation of the indigenous heritage and promote cultural diversity in the Philippines?
Good evening everyone. I came from the biggest city in the Philippines, which is Davao City. And Davao City composed of 11 ethno-linguistic tribes. And we are very diverse, and that's what makes Davao City very unique. And as a person, as an individual, it is our responsibility to respect each and everyone's differences, because we are different from each other. Whether you like it or not, even your family members, we are different from each other. What we should do to promote respect and diversity in our community, we need to embrace our grassroots. We need to embrace our authentic self. And these indigenous people, those differences from the past is really what makes us as a person today and also in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, respect begets respect. Respect each and everyone, because at the end of the day, we are one Filipino, one country called Philippines. Magandang gabi.
Wow. Napakagaling po ng ating mga kandidata. Dalawa pa lang yan out of 8 candidates ng Queen of Queens. Palakpakan naman po natin, di ba? So here's Queen number 3, Maya Pamageni. Good evening po sa iyo.
Good evening, sir.
All right, so let's have your question on the screen.
Stop.
Stop. Access to reproductive health services is important. How would you advocate for the reproductive rights of women, ensuring that they have access to comprehensive health care and family planning services? Again, access to reproductive health services is important. How would you advocate for reproductive rights of women, ensuring that they have access to comprehensive health care and family planning services?
So, how would I advocate for the reproductive rights of women, ensuring that they have access to comprehensive health care and family planning services? First and foremost, women are very important. Our mothers are definitely women. And without them, we will not be here in this world. How can I advocate? It is simply by educating people about the importance of women, importance of their health, and importance of their reproductive health. Nowadays, napakaraming mga batang kababaihan ang nabubuntis. And that is true. We can never deny the fact that teenage pregnancy is existing here in our country. I would like to educate those women who are getting pregnant in their young age. They should be ready when to become a mother. I will definitely tell them that they must take care of themselves and they must be responsible parents before they will bear a child. Remember, without women, we will not exist in this world, so we should love and respect them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Queen number 3. Grabe. Ang gagaling talaga ng ating mga kandidata. Let's now move on to our next queen. Queen number 4. Good evening, Queen number 4.
I'm good and congratulations.
Welcome to the municipality of
Yes,
Cora.
I'm so amazed all throughout the year with no bias, not because I'm here. Congratulations to the organizers, to the honorable panel. What a beautiful production stage.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Parang 100,000 ang price.
Dakala, salamat. Maraming salamat,
Thank you.
Queen Nathan. And of course, here's your question. Just say stop pag ready ka na.
Thank you, stop. Do the honor, please. with
All
all
right.
humility.
Your question is, the Philippines faces challenges in waste management. As a beauty queen, how would you encourage responsible waste disposal and promote eco-friendly practices? Again, the Philippines faces challenges in waste management. As a beauty queen, how would you encourage responsible waste disposal and promote eco-friendly practices?
Undeniably, the Republic of the Philippines is the capital of the world who loves food, specifically Pampanga, ang sarap nyo magluto. And on the other hand, in connection to that, how would you promote, of course, basically, it may sound cliche, it should always start at home. Kasi pag di mo tinuruan ng bata mula pagkabata on how to be responsible on proper waste disposal, they will grow up irresponsible. Did you know that it is a sin not to be something very sturdy? Kasi kung ikaw ay pariwaras sa buhay at kung saan ka lang nagkakalat, it reflects your personality. You do not come to the world because you own the world. We are all a borrower of this beautiful life that we had. And this earth comes first before we were born. So it is our individual responsibility to definitely take care of that. I know it may sound cliche. There are environmental programs, how to conserve the mother nature. But this is what we miss, and what we're really messing up to be able to inculcate to every one of us to know the ecological balance. And learning ecological balance is knowing how to balance the nature and, of course, conservation of the Mother Earth. A clean nature represents a clean environment and a unified, lovely community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Queen number 4. Maraming salamat po. For remaining queens, may I invite now Queen number 5. Wow, you are so sexy in your casual wear, Queen number 5.
Thank you so much.
All right, what is your height?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, 5'10".
You're 5'10". Okay, that's grabe.
Thank you.
So here's our question.
Stop.
Stop. Education is a powerful tool for empowerment. How do you plan to address the existing gaps in the education system and promote lifelong learning for all Filipinos? I repeat, education is a powerful tool for empowerment. How do you plan to address the existing gaps in the education system and promote lifelong learning for all the Filipinos?
All right. Thank you very much for that timely question. So the question that being bestowed upon my two shoulders is that, how will I plan the education? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know that education is very important nowadays. Dahil kailanman ang edukasyon, ito ang susi upang tayo magkaroon ng kaalaman at hindi maging mangmang sa kaanumang haharapin natin sa ating buhay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would just simply put it in the hands of our government. I would just simply support them. I would just simply give the opportunity for them to prove to everybody, because we cannot deny the fact, I am just a simple individual. Simple lang po ako mamamayang Pilipino. Kailanman, sa tingin ko wala po akong magagawa para doon. Bagkus, that is why we have the Department of Education. Let's just support them. Let's just give them the opportunity to prove themselves. That is why let us always inculcate in our minds that education is very important. Therefore, people, it's time to react. It's time to do something. It's time to fight against world distraction. We have to do something because little things do count. So let us enjoy, love all the education that we have in our daily living. Thank you and good evening.
Wow, thank you very much, Queen number 5. Maraming salamat po. Next, we have our Queen number 6. The legendary Mayang. Good evening, Queen number 6, Maya Pabengi.
Maya Pabengi po.
So here's your question.
Stop, please.
Yes. Eto na. Question. Political instability is a concern. How can you, as a potential ambassadress, promote unity and understanding among Filipinos with diverse political views? Political instability is a concern. How can you, as a potential ambassadress, promote unity and understanding among Filipinos with diverse political views?
Thank you so much. You know, political issues nowadays are very, very arguing issues because of some are pros and some are cons. And definitely that is very normalized in our society. But you know the fact, it is very essential for us to understand as we Filipino citizens, we voted for our right. We voted for these political leaders to sit up there and to promote unity in terms of diversity. And I could say, ladies and gentlemen, it is our platform today, right tonight, to say, to cut off all these negativities. Hayaan po natin na mawala na ang pagkakanya-kanya. Because ladies and gentlemen, we cannot do anything if we're just going to be cons to our future. But it is a start right now if we have a unified number one government. And if we start to believe in our leaders and believe in ourselves, then we can have a better leaders and future to have. Thank you. Dakal pong salamat.
Dakal pong salamat, Queen number 6. Thank you very much. We are down to our last two queens. May I call now Queen number 7. Wow. Queen number 7.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
I'm starving. Gutom na.
Di ka ba kumain ng Jollibee kanina?
Hindi, kasi may swimsuit round pa.
Alright.
Gusto ko mag-best in swimsuit.
Alright.
Char!
So, kung patagalin pa, here's your question. Just say
Stop!
Stop na daw. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Your question, addressing human rights concerns is crucial. How do you plan to use your platform to promote awareness and advocate for the protection of human rights in the Philippines? Again, addressing human rights concerns is crucial. How do you plan to use your platform to promote awareness and advocate for the protection of human rights in the Philippines?
I think this is very important that we tackle about human rights. Because nowadays, people are forgetting how important it is. Ang karapatan ng bawat tao, ang karapatan ng bawat Pilipino. Dapat manatili yan sa ating komunidad. Mahalin natin, yakapin natin, ipaglaban natin kung ano ang karapatan natin. Huwag tayong matakot sa mga nakaupo na mapang-abuso. It's about time for us to speak up, not only for our own interest, but for our whole, for the whole community. Community that we call home. Kaya naman, sa mga nandito ngayong gabi, kung hindi nyo poprotektahan ang inyong karapatan, ay, sad ang life nyo. Kaya naman, let's protect, connect, and be happy. Thank you.
Thank you. Maraming salamat po. Queen number 7. Thank you very much. And we are down to our last queen for the initial question and answer. We have queen number 8. Good evening, queen number 8. Napakaganda mo sa iyong casual wear.
Good evening.
So,
Thank you so much.
ito na yung question. Just say stop.
Stop, please.
Your question is number 27. And in times of crisis, volunteerism becomes crucial. How do you inspire more Filipinos to actively participate in volunteer work and contribute to community development? Again, in times of crisis, volunteerism becomes crucial. How do you inspire more Filipinos to actively participate in volunteer work and contribute to community development?
Thank you very much for this wonderful question. I believe that there are 3 perfect ways in order for us to encourage a certain individual for them to be motivated on the idea that you would like them to listen to. The very first thing is know what is going on. Second is be an example. And lastly is for them to realize how would it affect the life of others. Let's talk about the first thing. Why do we need volunteerism nowadays? It is because there's a lot of poor people. There's a lot of children who are victims of hunger and poverty. And this is something that has to be seen not just in the eye of the people who have money, but even in the eye of people who have an ability to help others. Second is set an example. If you're not going to do anything, then I don't think people would listen to you. If you are not doing an action, then what do you think people would do the same? Then I don't think so. So second is you have to do a lot of things in order for people to be enlightened in how important it is to help others and how important it is for us to have volunteerism nowadays. It is because there's a lot of helpless people in the Philippines. And lastly is how it would affect and make the life of other people better. I believe that the moment I'll be able to do such things by being a good example, then people will be enlightened on how important it is for each and every single Filipino to participate in such matter for us to be united country. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much, queen number 8.